Hello, I want to show you how to make this crocheted heart stitch tumbler wrap. It's really simple. I'll show you in the video. Let's go. So the base of the tumbler wrap is going to be cream and the hearts are going to be red. So let's get started on the tumbler wrap. We have to chain 42 and join in a ring, being careful not to twist this ring. So let's get started. We're using a G crochet hook. I like a Susan Bates. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll speed the camera up. 6, 39, 40, 41, 42. In order to join in a ring and not twist, I will grab hold of my hook and my yarn right at this point. Then I will run my finger along the chain. I want the top V's to show. And then I grab it, then run it along, and then I drop, and I don't have a twist. But now I need to grab this yarn tail and then turn this toward my hook and my working hand. I'm going to insert the hook on the outside loop. Pick up my yarn with my working hand and yarn over and slip stitch. Now this tail, I'm just going to keep it out of the way. I'm going to hold on to it, but here is my working yarn. Now I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet in the joining stitch. And in each stitch around. I like to go into this outside loop on the V. There's the V right there, and you can single crochet into a chain any way you want, but this is how I prefer to do this. Okay, I'm going to speed up the camera. All right, I'm at the end. I have 2 more stitches and that will make me 42 single crochets. Now we do not turn. We join with a slip stitch and the top of that first single crochet. That's the chain 1. This is the single crochet. Join with a slip stitch. Now we will chain 1 and back post half double crochet. So go in behind, go around to the front and to the back. It's really essential that you get that first one made, and it's a little bit tricky, especially with a small hook, but I did it. Now a half double crochet. Now a front post half double crochet in this next stitch. Now a back post half double crochet. You go in from the back, around to the front, to the back to grab the loop, pull the loop through. You have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now a front post, yarn over, go in through the front, around to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then a back half double crochet. Front post half double crochet all the way around. That makes a bit of a ribbing. I'll finish that and come back to the end of the round and show you what's next. All right, I'm coming to the end. I have just a few more stitches to make. I need to put a front post half double crochet right here, a back post in the next stitch, and a front post in this last stitch. and you started out with a back post, you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of this back post half double crochet. All right, now you're going to chain 1 and single crochet in each stitch around, but you're going to leave the last 4 stitches unworked. Then you're going to chain 1 and turn. Let me show you. You start with a chain 1, single crochet in each stitch around. Very simple. Single crochet, single crochet. Let me put a marker in the 4th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I get to this marker, I will stop crocheting. Okay, I'm going to go off camera and finish crocheting the single crochet round, and I'll show you what's next when we get to this marker. I have 1 more single crochet to make. I'm going to leave this marker right here. Now I need to chain 1 and turn. Now this is the right side of your work, so I'm going to actually move this marker to the front right here. So we are going to chain 1 and turn and single crochet in every stitch around. Just 1 single crochet in each stitch around until we get to this last stitch. Then we will chain 1 and turn. Let me do 1 row for you. Let me take a couple of stitches here just to show you. The stitch opening is right here. You make a single crochet. Stitch opening is right here. Make a single crochet. And I will do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you at the end of the round. So I have 2 more stitches to crochet. 1, 2. So 2 single crochets. Chain 1 and turn, and then just as before, single crochet in each stitch around, chain 1 and turn, and we will do that through round 17. We need to stop on an odd row. If you need to make this longer for a longer handle, stop on an odd row. So we are at the end of row 17, and as you can see, we have an opening for the handle. This next row is going to be the heart stitch row. That's the last stitch in row 17. So now we need to chain 1 and turn, make 1 single crochet, now we need to change colors right here. We need to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we'll start making the heart stitch. In this stitch right here, we'll skip 3, 1, 2, 3, but we need to change colors. So I'm going to pull up the burgundy and get ready, or the cranberry color. So I'll take 1 chain, drop my color, and pull up the contrasting color to make the second chain. It's a little finagly. You have to hold on to everything and keep it kind of taut. So we have 2 chains. We have 1, 2, and we pulled up the burgundy. Now we're going to skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make a heart stitch right here. And a heart stitch is this. Let me get my yarn held in this hand so that the loop doesn't open up. The heart stitch is yarn over, insert hook. So we've skipped 3, 1, 2, 3, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, but leave the remaining stitches on the hook. Now we need to do that one more time. Yarn over, insert hook into that stitch, pull up a loop, ignore these stitches for the moment, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops on the hook, and it's yarn over, pull through all 4, so we have a little cluster. This is the first half. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to do that same cluster in this same stitch right beside that cluster. So it's yarn over. It feels like you're not going to have enough room for this, but you really do. Pull through 2, pull, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook again, yarn over, pull through those 2, yarn over, pull through all 4. Now we're going to chain 2 and skip 5 stitches. Chain 2, and we're going to skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in that 6th stitch we're going to make that same heart stitch. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, whoops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That leaves 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 2, and then make that same cluster again so that you make the heart stitch. The heart stitch is very easy. It's not hard at all. I have several designs that I have here on YouTube that use the heart stitch. You're welcome to, I'll put links for those down below, but for now, the pattern is, at this beginning, it was chain 2, skip 3, and a heart stitch. Chain 2, skip 5 stitches, and a heart stitch. So then this heart stitch, chain 2, skip 5, and a heart stitch. I had a heart stitch there previously, and we do that all the way across. And then we will get to this last heart stitch, and we will change color and chain 2 and single crochet. Let me get to this last stitch and I'll come right back. I have one more heart stitch to make. Now this heart stitch is unique in that it blooms to the back of your work. I'm looking at the back now. This is the back, and as you can see, it looks prettier than the front. All right, so let's finish this heart stitch sequence. All right, I've chained 2. Now I'm going to skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one last heart stitch. So yarn over, pull through 2, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 4 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 2, 1, 2, and make that again. Make that cluster again. You can shove that cluster over just a bit. Pull through 2, leave these remaining loops on the hook, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have 4 on the hook, so yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1 and drop this contrasting color, pull up the main color for the second chain, just pull it right in, hold these 2 together. Now skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and single crochet. Work that out of there. There we go. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. Get these out of the way. Get that yarn tail out of the way. Chain 1. Now we're going to single crochet in this first stitch. Now we need to half double crochet, drop down into this row below and half double crochet. Just make that a longer half double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, and single crochet in the chain 2 space of that heart. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now there are 5 stitches, 5 single crochet stitches. I'm going to half double crochet in this stitch, and that stitch. So we're going to encase that chain by half double crochet, pull up your loop, and pull through all 3. Half double crochet in this next stitch, pulling up your loop, half double crochet in the next stitch, and that's nice looking heart stitch round. So 1 half double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, 3 half double crochets. All right, now let's repeat the chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 2, 1, 2, and then half double crochet, half double crochet in this next stitch, half double crochet in this next stitch, chain 2, and single crochet. This is really a pretty stitch. It looks really nice. It's very easy. 3 half double crochets, chain 2, single crochet in the top of the heart, chain 2, 3 half double crochets. I'll complete that all the way around to the end, and I'll meet you at the end of this round, and we'll move on to the next round. All right, this is looking so nice. I am at the end. I have made my last single crochet, and I've chained 2. I need to put 1 half double crochet right here. And a single crochet in this last stitch. chain 1 and turn, put a single crochet in this first single crochet, put a single crochet in this double crochet, half double crochet, just get it in there. Then 2 single crochets in your chain 2 space. 1, 2, skip this single crochet, 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. Now there are 3 half double crochets here. You only need 2 single crochets at this point. So just find 2 of the half double crochet stitches and put 2 single crochets. Now 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space, skip this single crochet, 2 single crochets, 2, and then 2 single crochets right here, skipping one of those half double crochets. All right, now we're going to do that all the way across. 2 single crochets, skip the single crochet, 2 single crochets in the chain spaces, then 2 single crochets at this group of half double crochets, then 2 single crochets, skip a stitch, 2 single crochets, and 2 single crochets all the way across. And when we get to the end, I'll show you what is next. So I have completed all of the single crochets across, and I finished right here at this last chain 2 space. Now I need to put a single crochet in this half double crochet and a single crochet in this last single crochet, and now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to come over. This is not the right side of the work, so we are going to join with a slip stitch to the top of this single crochet, and we're going to chain 1 and turn. And then just go ahead and turn it so that you know you're working on the right side of your work. So then we just single crochet in each chain and in each stitch across. So that's the second chain. That's the third chain. And this is the last chain of that chain 4. It is not wanting to separate. There we go. Now single crochet in each stitch around. Really simple. And I will single crochet in each stitch around, and I'll come back and meet you at the end of this round. This is the beginning of the round, so I will work my way around to here. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round. I've made my last single crochet. I'm going to join with a slip stitch in the top of that first single crochet. There we go. And there we have a join. There we have a nice opening. Let's get the yarn tails out of the way. We have a nice opening for the handle. We'll work these yarn tails to the inside and then weave them all in. Back to 42 stitches all the way around. So now we need to put a front post, half post, double crochet edge right up here at the top. Let's get that started. So chain 1 and start with a back post. Half double crochet, now front post, now back post, and the front post. Back post all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I'm at the end. I have one more front post half double crochet to make. I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that first back post half double crochet. So it's joined with a slip stitch. Now I need to chain one and single crochet in each stitch around. This is the absolute last round. We'll single crochet in each stitch around, and I'll meet you back at this single crochet. I have made a single crochet in each stitch around. I made one in this last stitch. I need to join with a slip stitch to the top of this single crochet. Take another stitch and just pull on through and end off. Now we need to weave in the ends, and we'll come back and look at this, but this does make a nice little tumbler cover. How nice, and the handle fits right in. Let me weave in. And here we have the sweetheart or heart stitch tumbler cover. Here's the tumbler. Let's put this on the tumbler. Now this is the bottom, so it goes on at the bottom. This bottom will not have as much stretch as the top does. That's why this pattern is unique. Is that this top portion, just kind of shimmy it up. And that just stretches right on up over there. Well, look how nice. Look how pretty. We'll put a little leather tag here, possibly put a bow here at the ends. This is so nice. I hope you enjoyed crocheting this little heart stitch tumbler wrap. These little leather tags are easy to find. I get them at Hobby Lobby. Add a bow to yours. You're going to add charms. There's so much that you can do with these. These are great teacher gifts. You can use this as a gift all year round. Well, I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you ring that bell. Bye.